All right, fellas, good morning, and welcome to episode 3 of Flying This Balloon to the Moon. In the last episode, we spent a little over a week completing the Moons of Peril, grinded out Slayer, and killed some Huey, all to get the coveted Inferno Cave. After finishing Inferno, I went right back to Slayer and started working on my first Tormented Demons task. Now, you've probably heard how good TDs are for mid-game drops in Slayer XP, but to keep it short, TDs drop Tormented Synapses, which can be used to create a Scorching Bow, an Ember Light, or the Purging Staff. My game plan is to get 2 Synapses and make the bow first, and then the Ember Light. TDs also drop a Burning Claw, which can be combined with another Burning Claw to essentially create a lower tier Dragon Claw. Around Runefest, Jagex released information that a Fire Demon boss named Yama will be coming to the game. My early prediction is that since the boss is a demon, the TD weapons will be really good here, especially for Iron Men without a mega rare from raids. This boss is believed to dwell in the Chasm of Fire and will be duo focused, so make sure you have a reliable friend to grind out the content with. I'm personally very excited to try out this new boss, first on my main and then on the hardcore. Alright, 50 KC, nothing. Just like any place in this game, TDs is filled with bots. Just like our friend here, who check each enclave for spare change on the ground. Do you think Jagex has done a good job of nuking bots when new content comes out? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. My overall impression is that the gear for Moons of Peril is really solid. At 114 combat, I was getting about 40 to 45 kills an hour, including banking. The only issue with doing TDs at such a relatively early Slayer level is dealing with the Arclight charges. Between killing Tormented Demons and Demonic Gorillas, you will run out of those charges really fast. The only way I was able to sustain it was to keep up with Catacomb Slayer and hope to get some ancient shards from Skatizo. I think that was the lowest roll possible for ancient shards. Okay, I am so unbelievably poor. I need this. That is a good drop. Okay, fuck off. I'm very close to 80 Slayer, maybe about a day or two off. Once I hit that, I'll be able to kill Necreals. So far, I've been able to break even on doing Burst Slayer, but Necreals have such a nice loot table that every task will net me about 500k cash. Sitting at 175 KC at Demonics, I figured I'd be in it for the long haul. So I decided to swap my Arclight for a Zombie Axe. The Zombie Axe is 1 tick slower than the Arclight and lets me AFK the kills a little bit more. Oh nice, Ballista Limbs. Another task down, 278 Demonic KC with no Zenites. Okay. I lost my voice here after going to a basketball game, so the clips aren't the most pleasant, but I kept grinding out my TD's task and got a range level, strength level, and hit 80 Slayer to start. Let's go. I was getting really close to the 300 KC mark and hoped I would get a Synapse Spoon soon. I guess what I'm asking is like, if I don't have a wham bang, if I don't have let's go, let's go, let's fucking go. Yeah, talk to him, baby. Bring that ass here, boy. Oh my god, I was so excited to use the Scorching Bow before I realized that I actually do not have the fletching to make the unstrung magic longbow. But it's a good thing that TDs drop them at a drop rate of 1 in 255. Oh, let's go. Oh, we are so back, fellas. After quite literally just getting the drop, I made the Scorching Bow after talking to Kuradel and getting some spiritual quotes from Duradel. Yeah, I'm gonna read through that shit. Damn. Rest in peace, Duradel. That's my boy, dog. That is my boy. Rest in peace, my Bawana. Okay. That is what I'm talking about. God damn, that looks clean. My kills per hour went up roughly 1 to 2 kills after getting the Scorching Bow, but I was very happy to finish this task, get over 150k Slayer XP, and get a new best in slot weapon. I'm a big fan of using the goading potions for Dust Devils and Necreals. My Slayer XP per hour has increased about 10 to 15k, mainly because I don't have to waste any time aggroing the monsters with darts. For every trip, I took 3 sips of goading potion and 3 prayer potions, and that was more than enough to fill my inventory with alkables. According to my loot tracker, each greater necro that I kill gives me about 6k GP of drops. Just go from there. I don't really have a...
Log slot completed.
Holy fuck. Okay, never say I didn't do nothing, man. Hey Jace, I'm coming for your ass. I got another demonics task, my first with the scorching bow. It honestly felt like I was switching weapons every 5 to 6 seconds.
Collection log slot completed.
No, bruh. Ain't no fucking way, bruh. Fuck. All right, surely I get a Zenite on the next one. All right, task done at least. Unfortunate. Another task down and no Zenites. I went back to the catacombs to get some Arclight charges and got 81 Slayer, 88 defense, and 115 combat, 82 Slayer. Finally, we got a Zuck task, and I decided to send it with the Scorching Bow. The Slayer XP from completing a Zuck task is more juiced than Prison Joe, and especially at lower levels, if you're competent at the Inferno, you can fly through early Slayer. One of the main benefits of using the Scorching Bow in the Inferno is the added distance you get at Zuck. For my first cape, I used an RCB which has an attack range of 8 tiles on Rapid. But here, I can just relax on the east and west safe spots instead of having to time my attacks or hit from long range. My strategy is pretty simple for the waves. Use the Addle for everything except the major, and Lazy Flick everywhere else when I can. Again, the prayer regen pots continue to be insanely powerful, as I only ended up using a few sips of prayer throughout the waves. Oh, cool pro tip. If you have a blob here and you like attack it from the middle, you can actually run back to that tile after you kill it and you can safe spot it so you don't take any damage. I think that's dead. So you run back here and you let it set up and then you walk to this tile. So you walk from the middle back to this edge tile and then you run to the 50 tile. Now what happens is nothing moves here. It's just the major that sees you, so then you can just barrage the major. Although I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the last one alive. Here's another way you can off-tick a mage range stack to make it more comfortable. I start in the middle and pray according to whatever NPC is in the back. I run out for 1 tick west and then back around the other corner and swap to whatever NPC is in the front. This solution here is called the East Pillar Flinch, where you step into the line of sight of specific NPCs at specific times to get the off-tick set up. On the screen, you will see a 4-tick cycle overview. On the first tick, I step into the line of sight of the blob and the blob sees me. On the second tick, I click to get into the line of sight of the major. On the third tick, the major sees me. And on the fourth tick, I continue to pray mage. I make sure I am on cycle, and then finally on the first tick of the cycle, I step out again to make sure the ranger is in cycle. This results in the 2-tick flick, which is very powerful at controlling and saving Inferno runs. Here, I want to try and save my West Pillar so that I can go for the Master Combat Achievement task where I don't lose a single pillar. To off-tick these NPCs, I step to the edge tile, wait for the mage to attack, then step out into the line of sight of the ranger and blob. If you are feeling fancy, you can even try to off-tick several NPCs all at once. Pulling this off in the middle of a run is a certified gamer moment. My final Inferno tip in this video is to always have a plan if the melee digs. These snakes can hurt and hit up to 49 off prayer. Similar to pillars, you can use an NPC as a pillar and shift your safe spot accordingly. In this clip, I apply this concept and the melee safe spot as desired. The rest of the run is pretty straightforward. My overall impression is that the Scorching Bow is a significantly worse DPS option than an RCB, even on task. My Zuck was roughly 19 minutes on this run, but only 2 minutes faster than my first cape with an RCB and no Slayer Helm. If I get a Zuck task again, I could see myself binning the Scorching Bow and just bringing the RCB back. Alright, predictions over, right? Come on, bro. Never fucking pet, dude. It's okay. I practiced some Zami on the main and then sent some on the red helm. The door alter method is fairly simple using the True Tile plugin, but I only end up doing 1 trip. Without higher range DPS, whether it be a prayer or better gear, the kills just felt slow. I left after 5 KC and finished up some quests in the Mauritania region, which gave me access to the Draken's medallion, as well as combat achievements doing some entry mode tops. I went back to Slayer and worked on a Tormented Demons task. Nice, 83 Slayer. I'm hoping I can snag another Synapse or a Burning Claw soon. Dude, what the fuck? I just got up. I just got up. This is crazy. Literally was just trying to see how much XP I got if I was being a little more aggressive and going into like the spot with 2 TDs. Man, I am so excited. This new Synapse is going to make my TDs and Demonics grind so much more chill. I will never have to worry about Arclight charges again. In fact, I have no idea why I would ever need Ancient Shards again, but I might keep them just in case there's a use later down the road. Having both the Emberlight and the Scorching Bow has boosted my kills per hour to over 50, making it nearly 15% faster than my original setup for Moons. At just under 500 kills, I'm very happy with my logs so far at TDs with 2 Synapses.
Level up completed.
Okay, that is huge. Unlocking 99 magic was a huge quality of life boost for this account, since I could finally use the skill cape to swap spellbooks up to 5 times a day. This would save me so much time from running to the desert, Lunar Island, or the Blood Altar. At 83 Slayer, I could see a whip and trident on the horizon. All right, last kill, what do we have? Maybe we get something? Oh, that is fucking sad, dude. 643 KC now and no Zenite. Jagus must have heard me complain about my DPS woes because the very next day, the Royal Titans boss was released. The fight is intended to be fought by 2 players with an emphasis placed on gear switches. While players can solo the boss, it's much quicker with a partner. I'm here for the 2 prayer scrolls offered. The scrolls can be thought of as an off-brand Dex or Arcane prayer scroll. The prayers, Deadeye and Mystic Vigor, replace Eagle Eye and Mystic Might in the prayer book and offer significant DPS increases across mid-level accounts and different gear setups. The fight takes place on a strip of land between the 2 titans, who each have 600 HP. Periodically, they will walk towards the land, allowing players to attack them with melee. At any other point in time though, players should use range. Once one of the titans reach below 35% of their health, the titans teleport onto the land for the final phase. They have a powerful special attack that can be avoided altogether by standing on the highlighted tile. To make the kills consistent for lower level accounts, it's best to keep both titans alive and kill them roughly at the same time. If you don't, the remaining titan will charge up and hit you through prayer. I ended up getting a nice little surprise and got the pet at 343 KC, the first on my account. After going over 500 KC, this finally happened. Might be my longest fucking sub. That's my book. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Finally! I fucking hate this place, bruh. Oh my god. I'm reading the fuck. I can't even read English. Just give me that shit. Yeah! Fuck this place, bro. Tatted on my ball sack. Fuck this place. Ecstatic, I pushed on to get the Mystic Vigor prayer. As the days went on and my rank went up, from 14 to top 10, I wondered when this torture would end. While waiting for a duo partner, I decided to send some solos. Let's go! I'm done! Oh my god, let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god, I'm so fucking happy. Fuck this place. Oh, I'll never come back. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's the first place I've second place I've greenlogged. Let's go, dude. Finishing this boss at 626 KC, I climbed to rank 5 for all hardcore Iron Men. Best of luck to all the other hardcores out there on this grind. While I figured out what to grind next, I got 85 Slayer for Abyssal Demons and the chance to get a whip. Actually got a whip. Made some prayer potions so I could recover from the beating they took during the Titans grind. Got my last crafting level I will ever need, 75 woodcutting so I can cut magic trees. Unlocked Amethyst at 92 mining. Turned in my dusty ass climbing boots to the nearest Goodwill for some dragon boots. Ain't no fucking way. Bro, I'll make the staff, bro, but I don't need any more of these. Made a purging staff which will sit in my bank forever. I boosted 100 tasks and unlocked task storage, which lets me swap between tasks indiscriminately And finally, after 5 weeks of hard Slayer, we got 87 Slayer completed. To celebrate, I took the Twin Flame Staff from Royal Titans and went for a Zulrah Diary kill. The staff is surprisingly very good during the single kill I did. I received plenty of scales for the Ornate Pool, which will be needed later down the line. I evaluated what grind to do next. Did I want to do Muspa and grind out a Venator bow? That would help me a lot in Slayer and in the Coliseum. Did I want to continue doing Slayer and get to Iraq sites? If I did this path, I would probably be able to finish my Zenats at least. Or should I try and camp a place like Tob or Chambers and hope to spoon a drop? The answer, you may ask? The Corrupted Gauntlet.